Hey everybody, welcome to CLCsportsUSA. I just want to kind of give a few thoughts about the game today. Liverpool go out and they win 3-1 against Cardiff at Anfield. Very, very good first half. We go out and we score the 3 goals in the first half. And in the second half, we started out very well, first 5 or 10 minutes. And then after that, we kind of faded off. Much scored the goal, headed goal, poor marking in the penalty area. But we go on and we hang on to win the game. I wouldn't be too concerned about the second half. I do think there was a point where Liverpool was like, okay, you know, we're confident enough that we know we're going to win this game. We don't need to put the pressure on, which I don't know if that's always the best philosophy. And they just kind of let up, and Cardiff kind of decided that they were going to go for it, and they got the goal, and they were just fighting for everything. And it was kind of a scrappy second half, but Liverpool in the first half, you know, again, it comes down to one man's absolute geniusness, and that's Luis Suarez. 2 more goals for him today. And, you know, I don't even know if this man knows how to score a normal goal, because every single time that he puts the ball in the back of the net, it's something spectacular, and it's just like, wow, you know, he's done it again. And he very well could have had a hat-trick instead. Very unselfish. Passes to Raheem Sterling. And, you know, of course, on that goal there was a hint of offside. Was Sterling level with Suarez, or was he a little bit ahead of him? But Sterling nets an easy goal. His 3rd goal of the season. So Suarez is sitting on 19 goals. And I believe that they said that it is the highest amount ever scored. He's tied for the highest amount of goals by Christmas time. He's tied with 2 guys that scored those back in the 90s. I do have one thing that was a little bit I noticed. Martin Skrtel seems to like shirt tugging. And I'm very fearful of the fact that it's going to get him in trouble in one of these games, just for the fact that he very well could have given away a couple of penalties today on set pieces. The ball coming in, Skrtel's turned around, the ball coming from his back, and he's just tugging on the guy. He's like, you know, almost giving him a hug, pulling him to the ground. That's not something that we need to be involved in, or that our players need to be having to do, because, you know, you need to mark a man properly, and there are some referees out there that would have given at least 2 penalties on Martin Skrtel for the shirt tugs he could give. And that's just, it's just risky, and we don't need that. But overall today, it was a pretty good performance. Henderson is playing fantastic. I just love the way that he's passing the ball, and very Gerrard-like, just really good passing. Sterling wasn't as great today as he was against Spurs. However, he did look dangerous at times, and I still wasn't overly impressed with Lucas. Sacco, very good defending. It was just a pretty good team performance. Now again, I didn't ever expect anything less than 3 points against a Cardiff side that are very much struggling. But I feel like I really would have liked in the second half for us to put a couple more goals in the back of the net and just kind of show our dominance and make Cardiff realize that, hey, you know, there's not ever a chance for you to be into this game. And I felt like Cardiff did have a chance in the game, especially after they got the first goal. And if they would have got the second, I would have been a little bit nervous the rest of the game, as I think every Liverpool fan would have been. We've got City coming up on Boxing Day. I believe that's, what, just 5 days away. And it's going to be a very tough game, especially at the Etihad. But I do think, out of these next 2 fixtures against City and Chelsea, I would think that 4 points would be a very good 2 results. If we can draw 1 and win 1, maybe even 2 draws wouldn't be such a bad result. But I don't think that just because if we go in and lose to City, or we go in and lose to City and Chelsea, that all of a sudden everything's bad and we're not top 4 contenders, and there's definitely no way whether we're going to be going after the title. Because I understand that we need to be able to beat the big teams, and we've been able to beat a couple of them this year, thinking about Manchester United, who are kind of lower down in the table, and also the Spurs, who are also struggling. But the point is, there is 20 teams in the Barclays Premier League. We play 19 of them twice, and losing 2 games against 2 of the higher sides isn't really what the Premier League's all about. It's being consistent. And I understand that losing 2 games in a row is not consistent. But say we lose those 2 games and then go out and win a big streak against these lower teams. Because there's a lot of teams that are dropping points to teams like Cardiff, like Swansea, like Stoke. That's the point I'm trying to get across. So despite these next two results, we need to go out and play consistently for the rest of the season. And if we can get a consistent edge, we should not only be able to match these teams, but also beat City and Chelsea, and then go on against teams that are lower down in the table and be able to play very well against them. So I'm not sure if you've seen my point there. But, you know, good performance today. Luis Suarez, 19 goals, just absolutely amazing. So 3-1 win today. Very happy with the result. Liverpool go top of the table. And we're going to be up there for a couple days at least. And then Arsenal and Chelsea play on Monday. And then we'll see what happens from there. If Chelsea win that game, we'll still be top on goal differential. If Arsenal win, of course, they will be 2 points ahead of us again. But thank you guys for watching. This is CLC Sports USA. Any thoughts on the match, especially our second half, you can leave a comment down below. Very much appreciate that. So, you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for watching.